And so I'll start with a little bit of my going back to my testimony. Like I said, I'm a very deep thinker. And I remember in college, especially, I took like anthropology and some different classes that talked about evolution and the fact that we evolved from apes. And I remember in my mind thinking like, that totally disproves the Bible. I mean, that does not go along with Genesis. And I had already started to think like that the Old Testament wasn't real, that it was just some stories used to teach us. And I thought, well, maybe God just put those stories in there just to teach us lessons. But I didn't see any reality of it because what I had learned in science, what I had learned in history, it just didn't line up with it. And so in college, that pretty much solidified that for me. Well, really, that's where I learned that history was in college, and then science, of course, backed that up. My views of that, what I had learned in science. But so going forward, I remember thinking, well, this part of the Bible can't be true, and so that's bouncing forward. I have come after I became a Christian. I started digging in because I thought, it was tugging at me. I was like, this just doesn't make sense. I mean, how can what we learn about history and what we learn about the Bible just doesn't coincide? And I started digging, and there's so much evidence of a creator out there, and there's so much evidence against evolution.